My original video concept for this week using my IBM 5160 has not gone according to plan, as you can tell by its torn apart status with VGA cards strewn all about. These cards are very definitely giving me a headache. So as a change of pace, today we're gonna do a mail video. And there's some pretty exciting stuff in these boxes, so I'm really looking forward to checking everything out. Now, the first package is on this envelope that is 100% covered in shipping address information, so I can't show you it, but it comes from Rudy in Ontario, Canada. Let me get this open and move everything out of frame. Hello, Shelby. As per our discussion, I've included the open source universal generic video output board that I've created. Once completed, you will need to locate the vertical sync, horizontal sync video, 5-volt DC to ground from your K-Pro computer. Oh, yes, that's right. So, okay, this is a K-Pro composite out board. That's right. I recently did a video about the K-Pro 2 that I got. So this is a board to add composite out to that, which will be really cool to have because just video capture in general for machines makes my life a lot easier. Actually, I think this might be designed as a generic horizontal vertical sync video board. So actually, this is probably useful for a lot more than just the K-Pro. That's really cool. Definitely gonna have to look into this thing some more. Rudy also has a video about this mod that I will go ahead and link down below. Thank you for sending this board, Rudy. I will definitely have to get this thing assembled and added to my K-Pro 2 at some point. This next package comes from Kevin in Billings, Montana. Whoa! Okay. All right, I remember Kevin talking about this now. Oh my gosh. So this is, I don't know that that's actually correct. Let me get this box open. Oh my gosh, I love this box. Holy moly, that's amazing. Oh man, this is so cool. Okay, whoa. So this is a Supermicro server motherboard. This one is X9DRHIF. Now, if you've seen my server build videos, I have an X9DRDIF in my video server that I use for background rendering and converting my old footage. Oh my gosh. This is in the same vein as that board, but with one extremely humongous, absolutely monstrously big difference. And that's the location of the 16-lane PCIe slot here. I was going to say ISA because I've been doing too much IBM stuff recently. So this is not blocked by the CPU coolers on this board, which, you know, it's like not a lot to ask for, but that means that I can put whatever GPU I want in my server for rendering videos. So this is a lateral move performance-wise. It's this exact same generation. I can put my exact same Xeon X5 2690s, if I remember correctly. So it's not going to be a performance difference, but I'll be able to put a different GPU in here and then massively increase the performance because I have other GPUs than the 1070 I have in there now that could go in this and massively improve my rendering times. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. The other cool thing is that I won't need to use like a really weird riser extension setup anymore, and more of the PCIe slots should be usable. So, wow, that's massive. Thank you. Oh, CPUs as well. E5 2690 V2. Oh, that's what it is. That's it. That's all I'll need. Those are perfect. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Thank you so much, Kevin. This is going to be massive. I am extremely excited about this now. Oh man. Also, I cannot overstate how much I love getting the box. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I've never seen a Supermicro box. That is amazing. I don't know what's in this. Oh, a Supermicro NIC, a 10 gig Ooh. Cooling my 10 gig network cards in my server is a nightmare due to just airflow and stuff, and the Intel, I think, X540s I've got, which are great. They work fantastically. The cooling is just really hard. So if this one runs a little cooler, that would be a big boost here. Also, the sticks are 8 gigs, so that is it's 64 gigs of RAM. That's beautiful. Oh my gosh, this is like turnkey ready to go. Thank you so much. That is going to be a massive help. Wow. Thank you so much, Kevin. Seriously, wow. Now, next is a set of 3 packages from Michael in Derby, Kansas. Now, the last 2 are going to be related, so we're going to open this one first because it's kind of the oddball here. I do remember what these are, so this is something I'm really curious about just because it's kind of weird. Although I guess weird's not really the right way to describe it. I mean, there's no reason for this not to exist, but the fact that it does, and I've just never seen one, is what makes it so interesting to me. This is a full height 5 1/4 inch floppy drive. Nothing's particularly special about that, except for the fact this is not a Tandon TM102A. This is a CDC, okay, or no, just magnetic, yeah, control data company, okay. I'm gonna guess a BR8BIA. So this is Sugar 34 pinned floppy compatible. We have our ID jumpers here, the terminal resistor block there. I don't know if it's dual or single-sided. I see a head on the top, so it's double-sided. Should just be a 40-track drive as well. But I absolutely love the fact that this is not a Tandon or even a Shugart. I still want to get a Shugart, though. This thing is, I just find this really cool and strange to see a non-Tandon full height 5 1/4 inch drive. So yes, I'm weirdly fascinated by this. There's no reason for it not to exist, but still, I find its existence slightly unusual and tantalizing. So I really appreciate you sending me this. I do actually need to put some 5 1/4 inch drives in some computers, but I think I want to leave this one out just because it's really weird. And then I can play with it and admire it by itself instead. Now I have my work cut out with me for the other 2 packages that Michael sent, so let's get these open now. Oh, perfect. I don't know what this packing material is, but I really like it. It looks like it's insulation batting, but in a bag. That is nice. I'm keeping that stuff. That's not going anywhere. That's going to be useful. Now, if you know what that is, you can probably take a guess at what this is. Oh, I love to see books. That thing's metal? I did not know that. Oh, that explains how it works. So, what we have here is an Apple IIc computer, complete with the original monitor here. It's so tiny. That's awesome. 4080 column switch. So I've never even seen one of these in person. And Michael offered to send me this one. So this is really awesome. I actually have there's a 5 1/4 inch drive built in. That's massive. I have an Laser 128 that I've actually been meaning to do a video about for years. And now it kind of makes sense to do that video because I can compare it to the machine that it's a clone of. So that is super cool. That is a weird power supply. Oh, actually, books are going to be really helpful for me. I think this is hilarious. Okay, reading the back of this. This disc holder is Apple's handy new disc storage system. It's vacuum formed plastic handy disk storage system. Okay, Apple, Way to over-grandize this thing. Oh my gosh. But, you know, they got their own logo in it, so. The next two packages here come from Seth in Punta Gorda, Florida. I don't know what these are. It's been too long. It was January by the looks of it. So we're going to open the small one first. Oh, that one's the really heavy one. Oh, well, it says 2 pounds difference. Let's open this one first, because I am not sure what we're looking at. More insulation batting plastic stuff. Huh. Got a note here. Hi, Shelby. Thanks for all you do and for the great content on the channel. Hope these items are helpful and of use to you on the channel. Box on has a bunch of vintage calculators and a fiber optic boroscope. Interesting. The latter of which I hope useful with some larger repairs you do. Interesting. Box 2 has prototyper devices, one HP and one Heathkit. Oh, okay. I think I remember what this is now, which I hope is helpful when you do circuit design work or just need a quick circuit to put together for one reason or another. Anyway, I hope these are useful. Keep up the great work on the channel. Well, thank you, Seth. Okay. Whoa. That's, I don't think that was mentioned in the note. Interesting. That is extremely well packed. Okay, I don't know why this stuff is getting used now. This is my new favorite packing material. Dude, this is amazing. Okay. We're definitely getting back to the contents of this box, but we need to open that one too. Oh, you're smart. Putting the same note in both. Very clever. Yeah, these are what I remember now. Okay. Now, these are really fascinating to me. I've known that Heathkit made this kind of thing. So this is a breadboard, all right, and then there's power here. I don't think there's anything going to here. You'll have potentiometers there. So you use jumper wires to go over to the breadboard and prototype circuits. Looks like there's also a signal generator in here. That's a pretty nice little setup there. That's pretty much everything you could want all in one place. You have positive and negative voltage rails. Dude, that's kind of a champ, man. That thing's cool. This, though, is really weird to me because I didn't know these existed. So this is awesome. I'm really looking forward to that. But this one, that's an HP, Hewlett-Packard. Unfortunately, the badge is missing, but I didn't know HP made prototype equipment like this, or I should say just, oh, what? B&C jacks? Oh my gosh, this is weird. Educational breadboarding stuff like this. I didn't know HP did this. So this is really wild to me. I don't know how this is arranged. High lows down here. So I'm guessing that the breadboards on this one are actually connected underneath to something because I don't see a way of connecting to anything here unless those are pin connectors and you route over to that. Maybe. Yeah, common. Okay. Maybe they are. I thought those were LEDs at first, but those are clearly lights. Man, this thing is just bananas. The construction is very similar to the 7111A, the graphics tablet. I think that's the model name. So yeah, it's very, very of this particular late 70s, early 80s era, but man, this thing is just crazy. Wait, to remove breadboard, press corners. Oh! It's a giant piece of steel on magnets. Oh my gosh. Okay. Does the Heathkit? I think it does actually remove. Yeah, okay. So that one removes too. Okay. I was going to say that's such an HP move to have something so over designed like that. Like you could be sitting here, oh, humdy-dumdy-dum, working on my thing. Okay. And then like, I'm ready to prototype. Clunk. And then you wire in all the power and stuff. Oh man. That is so cool. Thank you for sending those. Man, I've not seen any HP like educational geared stuff like that before. Although I'm not even sure that's educational. It may just be for like in a workspace. So they call it Logic Lab. I don't know. I'm going to have to look into this more at some point. It is a 5035T. That's so cool. Now, the other things we have here, Wi-Fi boroscope. Now, this kind of thing, I've not used one of this quality before. This is, see, they're showing it for plumbing type stuff. I'm more used to car work type thing. So I see something like this and I think, oh, you're checking cylinder walls. But yeah, it definitely has many applications. I was just trying to get a shot of the topside head of that CDC floppy drive with my phone, and it was terrible. I bet this could do it. USB charge, yeah. So it's going to need to be charged before I can use it. Yeah, but, okay. I'm curious. Definitely the kind of weird thing that I'll run into a problem and then be like, oh, wait, that's the solution. So, yeah, I can definitely see using this. All right, we have a calculator. This is Casio form factor. Oh, but it's not. That's a giant Commodore badge on there. Oh, my. Wow. I kind of love that it's just all black. I mean, there's a lot of cool... I have my Sony Sobox ICC16 just sitting right here. I mean, there's a lot of design styles from this time period, all right? But I don't think I've seen one all black like this. I'm going to dub this the Vader Commodore calculator, because it's very much reminds me of the Vader 2600. Okay, we're going to power this. These generally are safe to just fire up. So they're like individual digit VFD. Okay, have I ever seen a calculator that filled in from the left to the right? I don't think so. That's strange. Okay, this thing is cool. Oh, I just realized what that is. This is going to need to be opened. That's a battery. Yeah, it's right there. Okay, so yes, this thing's going to have to come apart. Remove the battery. Impressive design to have a battery in it, though, kind of. Oh my gosh, they're magnetic reed switch keys. This thing's fantastic. Okay, I'm definitely going to have to set this aside to work on it, remove that battery, get it cleaned up, because, yeah, that thing is really cool. All right, we got one more, I'm going to guess, calculator here. It is indeed. Oh, wow, that thing is pretty. It's another Commodore, wow. Interesting. Made in Japan. Battery door is going to need a flat blade to open it. Definitely VFD. Man, okay, that's a great visual match for the other one, Cab. Those are two peas in a pod. Wow. Okay, that is super cool. Okay, so a box for it looks like HP Jord Mini laptop. I am not sure what this is. That's really what it is. Oh, it needs some work. That may have happened in shipping. I don't know. Hopefully nothing got too damaged. Wow. Okay. So it's a Windows CE miniature laptop. Huh. I could see this having happened in shipping. Unfortunately, these cylinders are supposed to be mounted to this bottom part for the hinge, and the plastic just ripped up and sheared it. So yeah, it's very, very fragile, only held in place by the video cable. So little concerning there. Wow, though. It's a shame about that, because elsewise it seems like it's in great shape. What all do we have here? We have a spot for putting your identification card. A door with a thing that you can pull out for CR2032s. Oh, wow, that's a clever way of adding batteries. The PCM CIA slot there. IRDA most likely there. Serial USB. Whoa, holy moly. Modem. I was not expecting USB. I don't know what that's going to be. That can't be Express Card. There is a, book of words, I think, in here. Yeah, so that's more what I'm thinking of when I think HP Jordanda there. So this thing is surprising. A CD, the software, okay. I presume that's for the host computer. Compact flash. Oh, wow, okay. Dude, that's the best Windows CE machine I've ever seen. Usually they have basically fixed storage inside. Yeah, that's worth getting going again. That's the most functional Windows CE system I've ever seen. Definitely. Thank you for sending all of that, Seth. I am already making use of this batting insulation. That stuff is awesome. This package comes from Rick in Monroe, Washington. Now, this, or I should say these, were something that Rick stumbled upon and very graciously offered to pick up for me. And I am really, really excited about these because, well, I'm an HP fanatic. Oh, yeah. What we have here are an HP Thinkjet B and an HP Thinkjet A. Now, I have already made a video about the HP Thinkjet, but that was the D revision. And the difference between every model of HP Thinkjet is the interfaces that are available on it. This one uses HPIL. This was a module interface for their calculators and portable handheld computers. Not that Jordanda quite, but a little earlier. And unfortunately, this one also has a battery, but it's fine. It's a sealed lead acid, I think, and it didn't leak, so we're all good there. But it also won't work without that, and the power supply goes through it, so I'm going to have to get a little creative there. This one is the HPIB or GPIB or IEEE 488 version, which is awesome because I can use this with all my HP series model number computers. So that is going to be super duper cool to get going. I'm very, very excited about these. Now, one thing is that this does leave me in a position where I'm gonna have to get one more here because, as I mentioned, that is the A, that's the B, and the parallel version that I reviewed is the D, which means I'm missing the C, which is the serial version. So I guess I have one more of these to track down, and then I'll have the infinity gauntlet of HP Thinkjets. Rick, again, thank you so much for sending these. They're actually in phenomenal condition as well. A really simple test is looking at the ink cartridge white pad, and it's barely been used compared to the one that I used to print out the patron names at the end of the videos. Thank you again, Rick, for sending these. I'm very excited. The next package comes from Kaiser in Arizona. Where exactly? Here. So Kaiser is giving me a Casio Loopy and a Prince C. I don't actually know who makes this. Tomy. Ah, okay. Who made the Blip that I reviewed a while ago, the mechanical Pong game. So I know nothing about these. Why?
Number one, they're super weird, and here in the States, no one knows anything about these. So I have a weird love of niche Japanese consoles and other electronics that we haven't seen, right? It's basically, for me, the future that never was. And then secondly, both of these have something that some of our viewers here will know. They both print with thermal printers, and that's kind of my jam.
So I don't really know what the Loopy is here. I know it has a game controller.
Absolutely.
But it also has a printer, so...
So the Casio Loopy is a console, obviously made by Casio, games console, primarily marketed to girls, young women, and the idea, right, as my Seal computer, is that you would be able to play a lot of story-based games, and then within it, be able to print your screen to using a cartridge, right? Using the thermal color printer, by the way, and then be able to attach these stickers, or seals, as they're known in Japan, to whatever you wanted, including, strangely enough, VHS tape sized seals.
So then the other thing is the Tomy Prince C, which I'm going to guess even Loopy people are not going to know anything about because it's totally different, but also kind of similar.
Indeed. So again, this is the Tomy Prince C, this weird little guy, and thank you to Video Dojo for turning me on to this guy, is another youth-oriented device. It's a kids or youth typewriter, printer, stationary kind of thing.
So TV typewriter, because it's video out and a
TV
word
typewriter.
processor.
So again, for kids to print on paper, on envelopes, has a thermal printer, because of course it does. And it has, strangely enough, a little cartridge slot.
Actually, I thought this was interesting. As I was looking through this earlier, I can pull out the cartridge and we can see the examples of print, the kanji characters missing from the thermal ribbon. I'm so used to seeing the English characters missing. That one's a little weird to see.
And then, weirdly enough, has a cartridge slot for little video game style carts, which I don't have any, but probably will acquire some.
Well, all right. Thank you for both of these, Kaiser. I'm going to have to learn Japanese, I guess. All right. Last is a kind of weird situation. I'll just start out by saying this comes to me care of Jimmy from Surprise, Arizona, who was actually clearing out a warehouse of old just business stuff, all right? It's not like a computer reset situation going on, okay? But they had some old computer stuff from the business still sitting around. And they were asking me, oh, would you like me to grab some of this stuff for you? And I was just like, absolutely. They sent me some pictures. This was one of the things that I saw. Now, all I was after was the box, because I think Gateway may have the most iconic computer packaging materials here of all time. Now, I know some of you are going to chime in and say, like, Apple was blah, blah, blah. I don't think anything's going to beat the Gateway cow box, all right? It's just so iconic, all right? You could show someone a box like this, I guess of a certain age, and they will immediately recognize it as a computer box. It was just very iconic. But it got better, all right? Now, again, I was only after the box, but you know what's inside of this box, okay? Inside of this are Boston acoustic speakers. And these are from Gateway, okay? You know what's really interesting about this is a couple of years ago, I did a Windows 95 20th anniversary video, and I was sent a Gateway system that was almost complete, except for the Boston acoustic speaker system. This is going to complete that machine to a T. So I am so excited. This could have been a computer or something, but I'm actually happier to have the speakers because this now completes the G6 333 that I have. So that is so cool. I'm really excited about that. But there's more. Oh my, is there more? Now, I'm not exactly sure what this business was doing with everything that they had, but there were a lot of random computer things sitting around, and also some not very computer things that are just kind of iconic of some eras. And sometimes you need to expand your horizons because not computer things can be kind of cool. So we're going to stop here, but there were 2 other CRTs and also 2 storage bins full of media and documentation and random weird little things. So I kind of have my work cut out for me to go through everything here. Actually, I don't have any microfiche. I'm going to have to get some now because, yeah, this thing is, that's super cool. But definitely, Jimmy, thank you for looking out for this stuff because there is a lot of cool and very useful things here. So, yes, thank you. Well, that's going to be it for this mail video. Thank you again to everyone who sent something. I'm extremely appreciative of it. There's a lot of really cool stuff here, so I very much am grateful. But I am going to have to call it there for now because I've got that poor IBM to continue tending to. So I'm going to have to get back to that for now. But that is it for this video. So if you enjoyed this video, you may want to subscribe to be notified when I release another video. If you want to help support the channel, you can find me on Patreon. But for now, that's it, and I will see you next time.